The latest from our daily newsletter at podnews.net. A new podcast, Fat Leonard, highlights what it claims is corruption within the US Navy. Leonard himself talks for the first time, and the podcast also includes the brave women who exposed the fraud. From PRX and Project Brazen, the content studio created by former Wall Street Journal reporters Bradley Hope and Tom Wright, it launched yesterday. A market share of podcast hosts based by new episodes has been published for September. John Spurlock's Livewire Labs has produced the data. Anchor published the most new episodes, with Buzzsprout, Spreaker, Libsyn and SoundCloud also in the top 5. An exclusive for you, a look at the podcast market in Latvia. We're told that Apple Podcasts is the number 4 platform there, with just 10% of Latvians saying they use it. Spotify is more than 3 times as popular, but there's a bigger platform still. You'll find it linked from our show notes and our newsletter, including where Latvia is, in case you don't know. Meanwhile, 31% of Norwegians listen to podcasts every week, according to research from Kantar, presented at the EMRO 2021 conference. That's doubled in the past 5 years, according to the company. Norwegians spent 12 minutes with podcasts per day versus 65 minutes with the radio. Audioboom has launched Audioboom Studios, a new business unit producing shows. They've promoted Brendan Regan to CCO of Audioboom Studios, Mike Newman as VP, and Neil Fern joins from Global. It's actually the second time the company has launched Audioboom Studios, the first in 2018. We covered it back then. The Techmeme Ride Home podcast has launched its own investment fund. The Ride Home Fund will reach some of the most interesting ideas before others even see them, using the podcast's audience and active angels to spot deals. The IAB UK podcast Upfront took place in London. Among other presentations, Sony Music Entertainment previewed their upcoming podcast slate. And Cloudflare has won an important court case in the US. A Californian court rejected a copyright infringement claim against the company, which operates a content delivery network. And your help for a story, please. Is your podcast being randomly marked as not suitable for under 18s by Google Podcasts? We'd love to hear from you. If so, in confidence, we're editor@podnews.net. And in podcast news, Fieldwork, a popular sustainable agriculture podcast from American Public Media, has announced a third host for their next season. Tara Vander Dussen is also known as the New Mexico Milkmaid. And the Sex with Emily podcast, which I can't spell correctly in the newsletter because, it goes to 20,000 people, is one of the oldest podcasts in the world. Launching in 2005, the podcast has joined Acast. It was previously with Libsyn. And that's the latest from our newsletter. For all the links, we're at podnews.net.